Good afternoon, Islamabad, Pakistan, Margalla Hills. Reading Bible with you, Stefan Hegger is my name. Open your own language Bible. It's 2023 now, almost spring, and we are reading chapter 14 of Genesis, Badaish, where in two parts we read Abraham now conquering some other kings, and he always got his nephew Lot out of trouble. The second part is about Melchi, another king. Chapter 14, don't miss it. Many tell me, you are not telling me that Jesus already existed. The Lord Jesus Christ at Abraham's time. And here we have it. His name is King of Jerusalem, King of Kings, King of Righteousness, Melchizedek. But let's see which other kings Abraham had to deal with at that time. Verse 1, Amraphel was the king of Babylonia. Look at this. Arioch was the king of Elazar. Kedorlaomer was the king of Elam, and Tidal was the king of Goim. They went to war against 5 kings. The kings were Bera, king of Sodom, Bishra, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, Shemeber, king of Seboim, and the king of Bela. Bela was also called Zoar. Those 5 kings all gathered their armies together in the valley of Siddim. It was the valley of the Dead Sea. For 12 years they had been under the rule of Kilwander, but in the 13th year they opposed him. In the 14th year, Kedorlaomer and the kings who helped him went to war. They won the battle against the Raphites in Ashtaroth, Karnaim. They also won the battle against the Susites in Ham and the Emites in Shavan, Kiriatim. They did the same thing to the Horites in the hill country of Seir. They marched all the way to El Paran near the desert. Then they returned back. They went to En Mishpat. And Mishpat was also called Kadesh. They took over the whole territory of the Amalekites. They also won the battle against the Amorites who were living in Hazazor Tamar. Then the king of Sodom and the king of Gomorrah marched out. The kings of Admah, Seboim and Bela went with them. Bela was also called Zoar. They lined up their armies for battle in the valley of Siddim. They got ready to fight against Kedorlaomer, king of Elam. Elam is in today's Iran, right? Tidal, king of Goim, somewhere in Turkey. Amraphel, king of Babylonia in today's Iran. And Arioch, king of Elazar. They were 4 kings against 5. The valley of Siddim was full of tar pits. The king of Sodom and Gomorrah ran away from the battle. Some of their men fell into the pits. The rest escaped to the hills. The 4 kings took all of the things that belonged to Sodom and Gomorrah. They also took all of their food. Then they went away. They carried away Lot, Abraham's nephew, and the kings he owned. Lot was living in Sodom at that time. The man escaped. He came and reported everything to Abraham. Abraham was a Hebrew. Now look, that's the point where Abraham is mentioned as a Hebrew first time, Ibrahimi. Another name for Jew, the Jewish people. He was living near the large trees of Mamre the Amorite. Mamre was a brother of Eshcol and Aner. All of them helped Abram. Abram heard that Lot had been captured. So he called out his 318 trained men. All of them were sons of his servants. They chased the enemy as far as Dan. An army of 318 people. During the night, Abram separated his men into groups. They attacked the enemy and drove them away. They chased them north of Damascus as far as Hobah. Abram took back all of the things the kings had taken. He brought back his nephew Lot and the things Lot owned. He also brought back the women and the other people, like war captives.